Hey guys, it's Michelle Lundy from Making It as a Middle School Teacher, and you can find me online at www.makingitteacher.com. And I'm here on Classroom DIY today to show you a very quick and simple little craft that you can do for your classroom. It is a hall pass board that hopefully would have a less chance of passing germs around from student to student if they're needing to, especially maybe take a little pass to the restroom or something like that. You know, at our school I know that we have to have agendas, and I think a lot of schools do that as well. But sometimes, you know, it's okay if maybe the student's just running next door to another teacher on our team. They may just take a quick little sticky note or something. So this is an alternative for that. And definitely if you just use little sticks or things to go as hall passes to the restroom, this would definitely help you out and not have so much maybe unsanitary places that the hall passes may end up in the restroom. Okay? All right, so I've got everything laid out here on the table. I'm hoping I can have enough room to work here. I figured since I was making a video, it would be a little easier to show you some of the options and other things you might consider instead of having to list them all down at the bottom. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the board that I'm going to use. Okay, it's one of these deals, Walmart for about $2. It has, the little pen, the dry erase marker with an eraser already on it. It comes with a little pack of stick-ems so that you can just stick it right to the wall. Okay, and also it comes with some magnets, and I'll show you how you could maybe repurpose those depending on what kind of clip system you want to use. Okay, now an option that I was going to show you, just because I happen to have this on hand, this was a gift from a friend and it came with a couple of cute little things stuck on it already, but if you had something that was metallic, even if it was some sort of old burner cover or a cookie sheet, like some of the things that we've used before, you could always use something like this. This is really a very cute board, but it serves another purpose. But if you'd rather just do something metallic and have it be a little bit nicer, then you could do that as well. Okay? All right. Then you need some sort of clips that are have magnets on them. Okay? There's tons of different little magnetic clips. There's little magnet men and all kinds of things that you can find with magnets on them. This is a set that I picked up at the Container Store. It's not the ones that I'm using tonight, but they're very, very strong, and they would work as well. Okay. Probably the cheapest option would be just to go with clothespins, whether you want to just take a Sharpie and write boy, girl, or whatever you need to have on your pens. That would be fine. Also, this would be a good chance for you to pull out some Mod Podge, and a little foam brush, and use up maybe some scrap pieces of scrapbook paper, because it doesn't take but just a bit to cover up the clothespin, and then you could just maybe Mod Podge a little bit of that on there if you want it to match with your classroom theme or color scheme or whatever. Okay, so there are some options. The magnetic clip that I'm using are these little guys. I like these. Let me find the camera. They're very cheap. They usually come about, I think it's 4 to a little box is what I got. The magnet's very strong, so it's going to last for a while. And it's not hard to open, but it's going to hold very securely on whatever you need. Okay? All right, so that's my board and the type of clips that I'm using. You're definitely going to need some scissors, depending on exactly what you want to use for a sign for your hall pass board. I'm attaching a freebie with 20 different options of little hall pass signs with this post. I'll be using one similar to this because I am doing a little zebra theme in my room this year. And it's in the packet, and I've printed it out on cardstock, and I would laminate it because I'd want it to be very durable. There's also one that's just plain black and white, and then I've got quite a few different ones that are different circles and a lot in this oval shape and some other various frames as well. This is the one that I'm going to use today. has the little dots on it, so that's what I'm going to use for mine. And I did not print this out on cardstock or laminate it, since I'm just using this for display for the video. Oh, and before I forget, if you do choose to use the clothespins, the little magnet part that comes with, if you choose this type of board, it does have a tape side and then the sticky side. So you could, you know, use little sections of this to go ahead and put onto your clothespins if you wanted to. Okay? All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I have some little tags that I printed off for, they say Miss Lundy's class, because even if my students are going somewhere, I'm still going to want them to, you know, have my name on there, so if they get stopped, they don't get in trouble. And then I'm going to use some ribbon. I've got 2 different colors and would kind of differentiate between boys and girls that way. And you're either going to need a hot glue gun or some kind of tape, and I like some heavy-duty tape, so that's what I've grabbed. Okay, so I've got everything cut out that I need, so I'm going to go ahead and assemble it. Okay, so I'm going to start off by just putting a couple of pieces of tape on the back side of my Hall Pass sticker that I already had pulled off and ready on my Hall Pass sign. Okay, and I'm just going to stick that up there, and I'm going to do this pretty quickly. I'd take a little more time and make sure it's more evenly straight and beautiful and perfect and all that. So I've got my little Hall Pass sign on there, and I can hang it right by my door. Very convenient and easy for the students. Okay, now with my magnet and my little tag that I have, I'm going to pull off some ribbon of whatever color and style you want, and I'm just going to make a few little loops, cut that off, and that way I'm kind of pulling really about triple or quadruple through here as I'm working. Okay, so I'm going to, let's put it through here first. I'm going to go ahead and stick it through the little hole that I've punched in my tag. Okay, and pull that through. And then I'm also going to put it through the little hole on my magnet. Right there. There we go. This one's a little harder than the paper, so give me just a second to get that in there. Okay, so then I've got that. I'm going to just pull it all up together and get it tied off. Okay, I know I'm working where you can't see me, but I'm just putting it through the hole and tying the ribbon in a bow. Okay, and I'll hold it back up for you in just a second. All right. Okay, so now I've put my ribbon through there, and because I had them sort of doubled over or quadrupled over, I have these little loops, and so I'm going to cut through those. I used to do this when I wrapped presents. When I used to work at a little Hallmark store, I'd make all these puffy little bows and then cut the ends, and they'd be all puffy and cute. So that's just something that's kind of something I've done for a long time. All right, so there then you have the magnet and the clip magnet placed with the ribbon onto the tag. Okay, now I had already made the one for the girls. Okay, so I'm going to have my board hanging up by my door, have the one that the boys know is for them, have the one the girls know is for them, and when they need to go out of the room or to the restroom, they can just take the little Hall Pass and put it on their shirt, their collar, their sleeve, whatever. And then when they're going somewhere, they don't have to worry about laying it down on maybe a dirty area or putting it in their mouth or dropping it in the floor. And then when they come back in, their hands hopefully are clean and sanitized, and they can just put it back onto the board. Okay, so again, you'd want to make sure that you are, you know, taking a little bit extra time and getting it a little bit more even and straight than I did. I'm trying to make this as quick as I can, but I appreciate you listening today, and don't forget to grab your freebie and see if there's a sign in there that you can use, and we'll talk to you next time. Thanks. Bye.